Hello everybody, this is Stephen Whitfield with Drilling Contractor, and we are here on the exhibition floor at the 2026 IADC SPE International Drilling Conference in Galveston, Texas. And with me right now is Calvin Holt of DrillDocs, and we're going to be talking about the stuff that they have here on the floor at their booth today. Well, it's one big technology. We'll talk a little bit about that. So, Calvin, thank you so much for joining me today.
Great, Stephen. Thank you very much.
So before we get into the nuts and bolts of the technology that we're going to discuss, let's talk a little bit about the history of your company, DrillDocs. So tell us where you guys are coming from.
Well, it's 5 years now. I was at Chevron, and of course COVID came and changed the world. And at that time I had experienced some drilling problems, and it was the impetus for DrillDocs. So we bootstrapped our way over the first 2 or 3 years, and now we're at the stage where we've got 8 employees, 6 are additional part-time, and we're on going to be on 12 rigs by the end of the year.
12 rigs, so a growing company.
Come a long way, yes.
Where, what rig, or not what rigs, but
Sure.
where are you guys working?
Right, well, we started in land. We bootstrapped proof of concept on land, but now we're exclusively offshore, and we have the major operators in South America, in Norway, and in the Med.
Are you going to eventually go back to land anytime soon?
At some point we will. We get a lot of requests. Believe it or not, it's actually more difficult to do what we do on land for the environment reasons and some technical stuff if we want to get into that.
Yep.
But we're having a lot of success offshore, and our value prop is really well received.
Let's talk about what you do. I've been holding off on the name of the technology, but it's CleanSight.
Right.
Let's talk about what that is. Give me the nuts and bolts of it.
So as DrillDocs, we're drill doctors, and CleanSight is our primary instrument. For the layman, we would call it facial recognition for rocks. And these rocks particularly are drill cuttings and cavings. And what we look for are the size, the shape, the contour, and of course the volume. And from those sort of 4 data sets, we can tell if the hole's being cleaned or not, and if the hole's stable.
Well, that's interesting that, I mean, you're basically like looking at individual rocks and you're able to classify everything. So I'm presuming that the types of classifications, it's all being stored in a database somewhere?
Yes, it is. We want to eventually be able to tell you the difference between a cutting and a caving. And then within the caving, there's 3 or 4 different shapes, which the geomechanics like to understand in terms of downhole failure, stress related, what's happening to the formation as we drill it.
What kind of value do you get in having that level of granularity and looking into the drill cuttings?
At that level, it's primarily a geologist point of view. The driller's really not looking forward to understanding the difference in lithology. It's more of a well site geologist approach. For us, the main point is the shake tells the driller if his hole is collapsing, and that is an early detection that we provide that is unparalleled. We are digital shaker surveillance, so it's that first detection of a whole problem, stability problem, that the shake gives us.
So you said that applying this on land, you have a little bit of challenge there. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, anybody that's an amateur photographer takes their camera out, and you've got the light, you've got the rain, you've got dust, you've got all the elements that we experience when we walk outdoors. So for a photographer, he has to put all that together and get the perfect shot. When we're offshore, we're in an enclosed room, or it's at least controlled. So that helps us a lot from an environmental standpoint. Now we're working on all these things, and we've been able to get to a very good stage now. But it's just frankly much easier in a controlled room to do the work that we do.
Well, Calvin, thanks for telling us a little bit about what DrillDocs does, telling us about CleanSight. It sounds like really cool technology, and hopefully we'll see the company continue to grow. Thanks.
Appreciate the opportunity, Steve. Nice meeting you. I've always wanted to do this, so thanks.
Well, I'm glad to make your wish come
You
true
did.
there. And thank you for visiting drillingcontractor.org.